Hey, thanks for reading my article, and thanks for watching the video. I'm Rob Adams. You might recognize this lovely face. This is my wife, Vanessa Joy, also a contributor to Shutter Mag. We talk in the article a little bit about audio devices, recorders, and lavalier microphones for miking people up for weddings or even corporate gigs or whatever you might be filming. I just wanted to give you a little tip on how to mic somebody up to conceal a microphone so it doesn't end up being in your shots. And I have here a couple of devices that'll help us to do that. This is one of the ones I mentioned in the article. This is the Roland RO5. It's a small portable digital recorder, and it's got a little input for a microphone. So I could just take a standard lavalier microphone. This one happens to be one of the ones I mentioned as well. It's the Sennheiser ME2. And I went ahead and replaced the jack on it to a standard gold, it's a Radio Shack jack, because the ones that come on these tend to fray and they break off easily, and then you start to get crackles and pops and short circuits. So I go ahead and replace it with a little bit more robust plug, and that just sort of helps from all the abuse it's going to take on your jobs. So on this particular recorder, we plug it right into the top here, clip to the alligator clip there. There's different mounting clips for different microphones. Certain microphones just have an alligator clip that slips on. Some of them have a Thai vampire clip that kind of goes down like two little vampire teeth. But in this case, the idea is to conceal this microphone. And we're going to do that using something called an undercover or overcover, undercover and overcover. These are made by Rycote, and all it basically is a double stick sticker. If I open this up, whoops. I've got a pad of stickers here, and if I peel one of these off, it looks like a little teardrop shape. I'm just going to simply take the first sticky side, and I'm going to open up the jacket of my, hey, this is fun, fringe benefits, right? I'm just going to place this somewhere on the person's shirt. Usually if it's a groom at a wedding, I'll place it right on his shirt. And it doesn't do any damage to the clothing, which is nice. So a lot of times if you're sticking a vampire clip into something, it'll leave two little holes. This is nice because it doesn't do that. Once we've gone ahead and stuck that to the shirt, we're just gonna peel off the protective cover, take our microphone, and I'm actually going to remove the alligator clip because we don't need that anymore. And I'm gonna stick the microphone directly on to the pad and just roll it a couple times back and forth, make sure it's got a nice cling. And then I always ask the person I'm miking up to go ahead and unbutton your jacket. So Vanessa, unbutton your jacket. And I always look for an inside pocket. Now she doesn't have an inside pocket on her jacket, so what we'd have to do in this case is either stick it into a pocket or clip it on using some sort of a belt clip that you can get to go on the back of these recorders. I usually just stick it in the groom's pocket. If I'm doing corporate work, more than likely I'm going to be boom miking anyway, so it's okay. I generally will not use these. But in this case, I'm just going to hand it to Vanessa, and she's going to put it somewhere in the back. In this case, she's sticking it into her back pocket. And then I always ask them to go ahead and tuck the wire away. So they can stuff that into a pocket or into the back of their pants or whatever works. And then once that's done, I'm going to take this little doohickey right here. This is an overcover, and it's a little furry windscreen. Some people call them a dead cat. You might see these on larger microphones. It's just meant to cut down on any rubbing or wind noise or anything to that effect. And on the back, it's just simply a cloth pad. And I'm going to take that and apply it to the rest of the sticker around the microphone. And I'm just going to press down nice and hard so it doesn't move or fall off. And there you go. The person's mic'd up. Now, when they button their jacket back up, that overcover should prevent a lot of the noise. It might not cut down on all of the noise, but generally speaking, if they're going to be standing still, as in the case of a groom, we do weddings, when they're standing there doing their vows, they're generally not moving around a whole lot, so you don't get a lot of rubbing noise. If he starts moving and taking his jacket and adjusting it, you might hear a little bit of noise, but this works just fine. And there you go. So your groom is mic'd up, or in this case, your beautiful wife, and the mic is hidden, which is great, so you don't see it all in your shots. A lot of my older films, I still see the microphones in the shots, and it kind of drives me nuts. So we started doing this method about a year and a half ago, and we like it so much more. Always make sure the recorder is rolling and that the hold button is engaged so it doesn't accidentally get hit and the recording stops. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an insider tip on how to mic somebody up and to conceal a microphone. So thanks again for watching the video, and thanks again for reading the article on Shutter Mag. Take care.